Guys, been a minute. I haven't done a live in forever. Um, Honestly, guys, I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. Season started 2 games ago, and it's like just really, I don't know. I wanted to do a live right after the Bronco game, and just didn't get around to it. And then before I knew it, the Bills are up, and now I'm just, kind of like y'all, just waiting back, sitting back, waiting to see what happens. What up, Robert? Yeah, how you doing, man? Uh, yeah, I'm live. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Game was ugly, right? I did my reaction video to that. Got a lot of good feedback. And I'll tell you one thing though about Bills Mafia. They have some real ones, man. They have some real respectful fans, some down to earth guys that are in that fan base. So shout out to Bills Mafia. Y'all showed love, even though y'all kicked our ass. Y'all were very respectful about it after the matchup. Didn't rub it in my face or anything like that. Every other post I seen from you guys was basically saying, you guys have a good squad together. You guys got a good squad. You just gotta put it all together and stuff like that. So words of encouragement. Appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if I would have done the same thing. I'm a little petty sometimes. No, I'm just playing, man. I try to be respectful and honorable as much as possible when it comes to those kind of things. But yeah, so I appreciated that. The game itself was very frustrating to watch. My reaction was actually a little bit watered down. I'm not gonna lie. I waited a little bit to do my video, and I edited out a lot of other stuff that I was actually going off about because I thought about it and like some things I said just didn't, I'm kind of overreacting here. I'm kind of like I'm going in too much over here, stuff like that. A lot of stuff got left on the chopping board, man. I ain't gonna front. But there was a good amount of stuff that I stand by, man. Like I do not think that like Josh Jacobs is beyond rusty at this point. He needs to step the fuck up and shake it off, because 2 games in, like 2 games into last year's preseason, he was just killing motherfuckers. Like I even came out and said like he should not have been in that preseason game. Like he proved that. Well, now it's like 2 games into the regular season. He had 2 weeks before that of practice and stuff. I just think it's time to actually step up and have a good, decent showing. Um, that was obviously not it. That Bills game, -2 yards. Wow, like yeah, that was one of the things I went off about. Like I kept going on a tirade on that one. Like I went on a little bit of a tangent for a minute when I was recording. I was like, damn, I gotta edit this out. I gotta edit this out. That had nothing to do with this, and shit like that. So, but anyways, how you guys doing? I hope all's well with everybody in the chat. Uh, this like that. Honestly, man, I can't wait till Sunday night, man. I cannot wait till we get this bad taste out of our mouth. It's nothing like a new opponent to actually, just fucking delete all the bullshit that you went through in the past game. Like that game, it's still lingering in the back of my head of all the mistakes that we made, coaching wise, defense, offense. Only thing that I can't really knock is the special teams, but that, yeah, I mean, that's it. You could point at negatives on every part of the team except for probably special teams in that last game. Um, it's it's very frustrating knowing that you got that much to deal with across the board. So running game though, man, I honestly think that you could put a lot of it on Josh Jacobs, but at the same time, you got to put a good amount of it on that offensive line. That offensive line it's just not getting any push. Like they got dominated in the middle, like dominated. I went back and watched some of it, dude, and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize how bad it was. Like it was really bad. Like they they were getting manhandled, like manhandled. I've seen like uh people that have gotten like push back and then it's back, then they push forward and then they push back and then they push forward. This was all getting pushed back. Like the entire fucking matchup, they were push back, push back, push back, and it was daunting, man. It was bad to see. You want at least a little bit of that 50-50 win lose type scenario when it comes to the trenches. It was like pretty much 70% lose when we were in that. Like maybe 80, dude. It was like that bad. So although Josh Jacobs has never really gotten like as much help as he should get from an offensive line, he at least got a little gap. He at least got a little hole. And to be honest with you, he's not getting gaps or holes. He's getting like little keyhole peaks. Like he can't squeeze through that shit. Specifically, the timing of it. It's literally. I went back and watched some of his tape from last year, and if you actually pay attention, he had there was a lot of times he broke tackles in the backfield, broke tackles when they actually got in the backfield, the defender, and like he broke out for something, made something out of nothing. He did that a lot. The problem with this year is he has less time than last year. That speaks volumes. He has less time this year than last year. In the last 2 games, it's been about, I want to say he's lost like 3 seconds off of his, run to the line. They are literally in his fucking face the moment he gets handed the ball. Like, here's the ball. He gets handed the ball. Bam. They're there. Like, right there. And it keeps happening too consistently. This line needs to step the fuck up. We need to coach these motherfuckers up, man, because it's not enough push. Just not enough push. Just 2 seconds. That's all he needs. 2 seconds. That's all Josh Jacobs needs. You give him 2 seconds, he'll make a do miss. All right? Give him at least 2 steps, he'll make a move. Little frustrated, man. Little frustrated. But same time, Josh Jacobs need to step it up too, man. Need to step it up too. This whole offense in general. That I think was one of our biggest downfalls. Was Jimmy G relies on the run a lot, and I'm not gonna knock. I'm not gonna knock off his responsibilities, because he obviously has the most important position on the field, hands down. As a quarterback, you gotta rise above these kind of situations, but. Like he does rely on the run game a lot. That's just what Jimmy G is known for, relying on the run game, playing situational football, making good decisions. And let's be real, guys, I mean, he had no help in the run game, like at all. So he had to rely on his arm, and we've seen what happened. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. All right, let's go ahead and check out the chat, see what y'all talking about. Let's see, live chat. How does this work? All right. What up, Wasted Talent? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Salute. Yo, good to see you, man. I hope we beat the Steelers. King Will, go. What's up, man? I hope we beat the Steelers. We need this win. Yeah, man. It's something that's possible, because we have, honestly, I think we're like right at the same point right now, guys. Like, Steelers are right here, Raiders are like right here. The only thing that puts them above us, like, slightly above us, is the way their defense is playing. Their defense is just, dude, their defense is fucking good, guys. Effective, and they produce. Like, you see, like, there's aspects that we're trying to mimic when it comes to their defense. We're trying to mimic what they got. They got a #1 pass rusher in TJ Watt. They got 2 ballers in the secondary. They got a couple good ballers in the secondary. Ball hawks. Ballers. I keep saying ballers. Ball hawks in the secondary. They got people that'll make plays on that defense. We're trying to mimic the same thing. We're trying to get someone that can take away the ball. We're trying to implement that pass rush with Max Crosby. So it's where their defense is at, we're trying to get to. They got a way above average defense. We're just trying to get to above average. Okay, we're just trying to get to average. I mean, so I think that's the goal. That's the target, is to get to that level where you could actually rely on your defense to win you a game. Let's make no mistake about it. On Monday, they won that game. The defense won that game for the Steelers. You watch it, you can't deny it. The defense won that fucking game. So, I mean, I'm hoping that this team could actually put that in the defense's hands from time to time this season. But from what I see so far, man, oh yeah, it's not looking good. But hopefully we can step up. Hopefully we can improve. I hope that our defense comes out on fire, man. I hope that we prove something in this next game. Let's see what else we got. Uh, let's see. You see Mark Davis contacting Gruden? Uh, nah. About what? What do you mean contacting? Did he do that like recently, or is that something you're saying like as a joke or what? Scotty Lutz, what up? Ain't happy about it, but I ain't surprised. In all of my life of being a Raiders fan, they have had a losing season and a losing franchise. So I learned to get used to the disappointment. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's hard. It's hard. I mean, it's something you can get used to. Uh, like but it's not something you want to get used to. That's not something that I enjoy having. A feeling of like, oh, this again. Oh, okay, this no biggie. I am a passionate fan, and I think the thing about my passion is a lot of people mistake it for like ignorance. Like they think that like because you're passionate you always believe your team's gonna win. No, I'm passionate because I have hope. I'm passionate because I have a sense of underdog mentality. I have a sense of anything can happen. So like it's not really blind faith. I would call it uh, blind encouragement, blind love, I guess you could say. Even though you don't you see all the negatives, you do, but you look past it. I honestly think that having that feeling of getting used to something that's so bad is, I'm not really for that, man. I feel you. I understand what you're talking about. I understand where you're coming from, but I gotta I got this feeling of renewed energy every time it's a new game. Every time the Raiders step on the field, and that's what I'm all about, man. I'm all about like showing that, and I hope it shows in my videos that that's what I'm all about. I'm all about like just freaking expressing myself, whether it come out negative or not. And God, I know I cuss too much, guys. I know I cuss too much. God, like you cannot play any of my videos. Forgive the sound, guys. You cannot play any of my videos in a church. That's for damn sure. I already know, all right? So I am fully aware of my vulgar language. However, I'm not going to censor myself because sometimes that's just how I express myself. Sometimes that's just how I feel comfortable. And I choose comfort over, I choose strictness of my vocabulary. I mean, that means I'm gonna say what I feel, and I rather censor it. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I hear what you're saying though, man. A different perspective on that. The donkeys give the Bills blueprint. I don't know about that one, man. What do you mean, like how to stop us defensively? Um, no, because if it, you know, but G threw a stupid pass in the red zone. Anyways, but yeah, that so I don't think they got the blueprint. I think they actually came up with their own game plan and didn't adjust correctly. I think we tried to, but we just didn't have in the Broncos game. Uh, Damn, I don't know what happened, man. I think this could. Anyways, the difference between the Broncos game and this game was we were able to run the ball. This game, we were not able to run the ball for shit. We literally, a biggest run was an end around to a wide receiver. Like that's come on, dude. So at the end of the day, they focused on something that we were actually already struggling with, and they shut it the fuck down, made us one dimensional, and then they keyed off on us, man. It's really that simple. They didn't have no like blueprint. They followed their own strategy and game plan, and they executed they executed it pretty well. I mean, that's all I can say about that, man. Uh, let's see what Jimmy G is also used to having a better O line and tons of weapons. Yeah, he still has a bunch of weapons, brother. Matthew C. Yeah, he still has a bunch of weapons, brother. Like I gotta say, like that's a I'm over that excuse. That he has a lot of weapons, and one of the best wide receivers in the game, and he's just ain't utilizing all his weapons. In my opinion, he's just not there where he has the full-on trust with all the weapons that he has at his disposal yet. And that's gonna take time. That's gonna take continuity. That's gonna take more more practice, more reps. So we'll see where that goes with that. Uh, he's been pretty stacked team over his career. Yeah, and but the one thing I do agree with you, Matthew, is he is used to a better line. Our line is not playing even close to the line that he's used to. So we do need a up the ante on that. Although, if you really look at it, guys, passing the ball, we've been pretty stout, guys. We haven't given up a sack like passing the ball. We just can't get any push in the run game, which is surprising because last year it was the reverse going out during the end of towards the end of the season. It was the complete reverse. We had a solid run game. We just couldn't get any blocking for the pass game, and so now it's kind of flipped. We're trying to look for something, with a little more serenity, a little bit in that middle ground. Hopefully we can find that. Xavier, how you doing, man? Man, we need some help at DT. Average offenses look good against us. The Bills ripped us apart without Von Miller. Oh my God, yeah, I didn't realize that until I heard Docs talk about it. I think it was Docs talk about it, or it might have been Wasted, but one of them were talking about, like, dude, they did this to us without Von Miller. Imagine if they had Von Miller, it would have been it was bad, guys. Like that would have been yeah. They were already in Josh Jacobs' face. Like every time he got handed the ball, it would have been the same shit for our quarterback if Von Miller was in the game. You got to add that much more attention to him. Then again, it might have changed their game plan against the run, because then they probably thought they could get to Jimmy G a little more effectively, and then add in a couple stunts here and there, and that might have opened up something for the run game. You never know, guys. It kind of breaks even sometimes. So we don't really know. It's a could have happened but didn't happen. So I ain't gonna worry about that too much. But at the same time, I hear what you're saying, man. I hear what you're saying. I agree with you. The Bills have a top 8 defense at the least, maybe top 5. A lot of good defenses, and the Bills were losing franchise for a while. They just finally got it together in the past 6 years. Yeah, man, that's what I'm hoping like happens with us. Honestly, guys, you look at a lot of the teams, you don't see a lot of teams at the very top with a number 1 offense and a bottom 3 defense, like consistently. They're there from time to time, and there's always going to be a few that just pop up, but you don't see that very consistently. They're usually middle of the pack. The defense is usually in that 15 range, in that top like 19, 18 range, somewhere around there. But around 30th, 32, you don't really see that. Again, from time to time, it happens. How it happened to us every 10 years. We'll get in with the fucking below average defense. But you look at the cream of the crop, they usually have that middle of the pack defense, or somewhere around there. And then the ones that have a top 5 defense, that's when you got a above average offense and a top 10 defense, you're going to be in conversation and make a Super Bowl run. So. What's up? Bennett needs to step up, and Jimmy needs to learn how a cover 3 folds up into a cover 2. Yeah, they were changing shit like mid play. The defense kept switching shit around, and I noticed that too. I was like, what the fuck? Like, because I would look at it and I would think that they're playing one coverage, and then next you know it, they're switching off like at the last second. That's how they we're gonna play this offense, guys, because this offense is pre-snap read, so you actually have to disguise things until the last second, and then you change it to what your game plan really is. Uh, and Jimmy G was biting. I'm not gonna front. He was biting. A lot of these coverages, he was being tricked. He was they had a good disguise. Solid game plan from the Bills, and you could expect more of that against the Steelers. The way you actually beat that, run the fucking ball, because there is no disguising when you're running the ball. There's no it's straight up. We're gonna keep this up, and when you run the ball, it coverages because they're likely to make more of a step forward. They're towards the running back, thinking that with that play action, then you could actually implement different design plays and stuff like that. So I mean, it all comes with that run game, man. So we just got to get that going. Change change starts slow. Can't expect it right away. Your nation coming from, because we see all these other guys, all these other teams, all these other fans of other teams, just spark up because you see these turnarounds that happen right away, right when you get a new coach, right when you get a new quarterback, right when you get a new defensive coordinator. Out of nowhere, there's a flip, and then they get right there where they want to be, top of the top, cream of the crop, all that stuff. The issue with that is it's it, it's very fading, guys. You got to realize that it's very fading. You see it right away. It's a firecracker, big spark, big splash, big spectacle. But then what happens? It's smoky in the air. You can barely see it. And then out of nowhere, it just stops. You need something sustainable, and something sustainable takes time. You got to build it, brick by brick, block by block. All right. There's no easy way to build a winning franchise, and we've tried to take the easy way out way too many fucking times. That's the reason why I'm kind of being patient with this regime and this coaching staff. I'm waiting. I'm gonna play the wait and see, guys. I'm gonna play the wait and see, because at the end of the day, it's like I've already been on that train where I'm like, oh, let's just get rid of them. Let's move on. Let's do this. Don't get me wrong. Every time they fuck up, I'm gonna call them on it. Every time I think that they made a stupid decision, I'm gonna call them on it. Every time I think that they're being completely stupid with the playmaking, with the play calling. Anytime I think it's bad fucking game management, I'm gonna call them on it. But I'm gonna come back next Sunday. They're gonna have my support. It is what it is. That's how I was raised to be as a fan. Always support. So yeah, but I hear what you mean, though, man. I hear what you mean. It doesn't happen right away, and I get where other people get impatient because they see it happening right away for other people. So I understand. John, say hi. What up, Charlie? How you doing, man? Love your videos. They make me happy, dude. You don't cuss too much. Yeah, I do, bro. Quit lying, bro. You know I do. I know I do. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna change either, though. Nutty Raider Nate, what up, man? How you doing? Scotty Lutz, what up? To add on what I was saying, I didn't mean to say I was okay with disappointment. I just meant to say I have to face the truth about our team no matter what and how much it hurts. And that's being realistic. See, that I get. And dude, I consider myself slightly realistic on sometimes. And sometimes I could see why people, kind of take me as a delusional fan or some shit. Like, I kind of understand. Like, I get where they're coming from, because my passion could be misinterpreted as delusion. It's not delusion just to be passionate about your team. That's not delusion, man. That's just love and loyalty. It's like, come on, man. That's the foundation of a fan. So it's like, I don't get why people say that per se, but I do understand the confusion. All right, like, if you're like, put it this way, I don't get why you're saying that if you're a fan yourself. Okay, if you're a fan yourself of a team, you're gonna be feeling the same way that I feel. You're gonna be acting the same way that I act. Maybe at a lower volume and less expressive and explicit, but you will get where I'm coming from. Okay, when people say that, that's the way I feel. I don't get why you're saying that when you're basically a fan too. You should, be able to translate the way where I'm coming from. Uh, Lorenzo bolt up, and I'm drinking your guys' fucking stupid bolt ass Kool-Aid. I guess I'm gonna piss it out later. So fuck your team. Something popped off. Fucking ambulance and shit going by. Okay, I'm thirsty. You got some bolt on it? I might choke, guys. Just keep an eye out for me. I don't want to choke. I don't want to choke. All right, collective failure for the entire team. In my opinion, in the last game was from coaching, play calling to offensive and defense. All of it was predictable. Slow, pathetic, so frustrating. Yeah, Rain. Honestly, yeah, I agree. 100% agree. It was a lot of the stuff you could put on coaching, but there were a few things where it just wasn't executed properly. And if it was executed properly, it would work. That screen that we called, that ended up turning into a pick, was not executed properly. You're supposed to block before you run out. Our lineman did not block before he ran out. He got manhandled and then still ran out. Okay, that's what happened. If you go back and watch the play, he got manhandled and then still ran out. Like he got pushed out, he got shoved to shit, and then ran out and tried to make another block. But if that was executed properly, you've seen nobody was right there. All the linemen, you got a running back right there. If he would have blocked just for half a second, maybe even like a millisecond, like just a nice good shove, push him, just a nice good pushback, and they did that same exact play, it would have went for a big game. And I'm telling you right now, that would have went for a big game because nobody was near the running back. Then you know what, I get what you're saying. Coaching has a big thing to do with it. Coaching has a big thing to do with like the play calling and stuff like that, and also the game plan and stuff like that. Defensively, definitely agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, it's execution, guys. It's execution. Somebody got to step up. Somebody got to make a play. They're gonna be put in the right position to win. They gotta win. All right. Other than that, you ain't mad and upset with me, Raider John, are you? Scotty, nah, bro. Come on, man. I ain't mad, dude. I ain't mad at you at all, bro. You show nothing but love. You always in the chat, bro. I ain't gonna be mad at you, bro. Come on. I ain't even like that, bro. My whole thing is talking like from my perspective and from my passion, what I view, and I'm just giving my opinion on it, man. Ain't none but love here, bro. Ain't none but love here, man. I got nothing against you, bro. All right. What's up, Ray John? I hope all is well. Blazing Bullets, what's up, man? Sorry, I was talking long trash about your Chargers right now, man. I ain't go for it. But appreciate the $2 donation, man. Much love to you. I appreciate you always showing love, man, and showing up on my videos, man. Appreciate it. Nah, man. There's a good amount of Charger fans that follow me, man. I'm surprised too. Like they're pretty. Like a lot of them are pretty cool with me, man. But there are a couple of you that just I won't even respond to. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the message I be getting sometimes, guys, I'm like, God damn, this guy really hates me. Like, but well, it is what it is, man. Nah, but Scotty, yeah. I just want to go back, Scotty. Yo, nah, it's all love, bro. I ain't mad at you, bro. Come on, no, forget that. What time is it right now? All right, got another 10 minutes, guys. Get the questions going. Let's see what's up. Tragedy turned triumph. What's up, big dog? Hey, man. I gotta say, you are on all the chats, man. Every time I'm in the chat room, I see you. You keep popping up everywhere on the Raider sphere, dude. Like you always show up in the chat room, man. So I got nothing but love for you. Tragedy turned triumph, man. You comment a lot, dude. Appreciate the love, bro. Um, so yeah, man. I think the biggest issue with the Raiders going into this game is that run game. We got to get that fixed, man. We gotta make a statement in the run. Whether, dude, and that's whether or not we win this game. Like, I'm looking for improvement, guys. I came into this season thinking to myself, like, I just want to see improvement. I did. I want to win. I want a winning season. I want to win. That's above all else when it comes to supporting my team. I want my team to win. I want my team to succeed. But I want improvement, dude. I'm looking for improvement. So if we could improve in areas that we struggled in this last game, I'll be okay. I'm gonna be mad. Probably gonna go on a rant. Y'all gonna think I lost my shit, and I probably did. Who knows? But that's just me being passionate. You know how it is. And and then I'll be back the following week with the same attitude that I have right now. Uh, just gotta get improvement. That's what I want to see. Get pushing that run game. Get Josh Jacobs going. If you see it working with Zeus, hand it to Zeus. If we got to go running back by committee until Josh Jacobs gets it together, I think that's what we should do. All right, guys, I'm actually gonna have to cut it short. My phone is overheating. It looks like it's gonna kill me. All right, man. But yeah, so that's and that's what I think we should do just to get everything situated with this team. Um, y'all know the deal. Thank y'all for stopping by with me. I appreciate it, all y'all that showed up. Much love. I'll be doing another one of these later on in the week, hopefully. Um, y'all know what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Go Raiders.